Yeah, 5'7". I was gonna say like 5'7", 5'8". I think is like pretty average. I think in the U.S. I know, it used to be the average height of an American man was like 5'10". Yeah, we've been staring at this girl for a long time. How's
Mom
business?
says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
It says Circa, who today went on a tangent. Like at least 3 tangents. Actually, Circa, when I saw you, I don't think I saw you at any point when you were playing the game. High five. Oh, you weren't high-fiving me, you were high-fiving Wendy. Okay. Everyone's the perfect height. You're all the perfect height. That is true. She probably likes being talked to. Usually she's just staring at this, staring at the sky like she is now. She looks much better in her little picture than she does this. Although I like her boots. She is a talker though, isn't she? Cursed in what way? I like how we could just ignore what'd she say?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
She's looking for the right word. Ass up. Bankrupt.
Exactly. But
I'll
we've
help
been
her
doing
out.
fine so far.
Pity high five for Rue. I'll high five myself. No one gives high fives anymore. I love giving high fives. That's if I have to make contact with a person, I will give them a high five. I don't like shaking hands. I don't like hugs. I don't like touching people, but I'll give you a high five. But like, no one wants to do that anymore. Wendy, you'll high five? Yeah, like, bring back high fives. What happened? They're not just for children. Adults can do high fives too. Yeah. Okay, I'll say this. Like, I don't mind like hugs and stuff if it's like somebody I like know legitimately, and like we have that, like that's been an established thing. But it's when like I don't really like it when there's like that forced like acquaintances that are like, like you do like the half hug when you say goodbye to somebody, and it's like, we just hung out for like half a day. I don't even know you. You're like a friend of a friend that we just like came along for this like trip. Like, I don't really want to like give you a hug goodbye. I can just wave or give you a high five to say goodbye, but like, people don't like that. Oh man. Do I also... No, I don't go for the down though. I only do the classic. I do the class. I actually don't do fist bumps either. Every time somebody's tried to give me a fist bump, I just high five the fist bump. Nods are great though. Nods are absolutely appropriate. Nods and waves and high fives. That's my communication style. Oh man. Yeah, that's mean, Mac. Wendy could reach my high five. It's not like I would be like, oh, you have to go all the way up here. No, I adjust my high five height for... I don't never flip it. That's the point. If you have to flip it, just like it's like in softball, baseball, if it's below the belt, you have to flip your glove. That's when I don't do it. I always keep the high five, never the low five. I'm telling you all too much about my high fives. Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
That's cool. Medium 5? No. Oh, the turkey. Yeah, I've had people do that to me. And they're like, "Oh, turkey." when I just kind of talk to the elbow, you're not worth the extension. Oh my god, burn, Mac. How are you gonna recover? Oh man. When you went to the convention, you gave Twitch and YouTube. No, like that's the thing is like some people are totally like huggers. I get it. Like some people are like totally keen on like that sort of interaction, and it just comes like naturally to them. Like my friend's family, like his whole family is like, that's just like the way they are. Like everyone will hug you. Like when they greet you, they hug you. When you say goodbye, they hug you. Like if it's the first time you've met them, they'll hug you. Like that's just how they are. And so, yeah, I'll like, I mean, it's not like I'll be like, whoa, hold your horses. I'm not a hugger. I'll like return it. Like I'll mirror it. But like, it's not like I'm just like, yeah, like, like, It's not like I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, hug time? Yeah, like, oh, so good to see you. Like, I'll just be like, you know, okay. You're a hiver. I like that. You let them take the lead? Yeah. I will say there was one time where I absolutely misread a situation and I thought the person was going in for a hug, and so I kind of like did the like awkward like, oh, I guess we're hugging, because they had just hugged like 2 other people in front of me, and so I just assumed they were like the person who was like, all right, time to like, so I kind of like went for the hug too, and then I realized like halfway through like raising my arm to hug that they were like not gonna go for the hug, and so then there was this kind of like awkward like, and so I just was like, ah, and just like gave them like a very and I still think about it at night. Usually when I'm like up real late and I can't sleep, I still think about that. Your list of who you hug is shorter than Circa's favorite list. Yeah, Wendy would bite. Yeah, Wendy would like immediately into your shoulder. If you're mirroring and the person is also mirroring, what would happen? The universe would be birthed anew. I still think about it. Yep. I also still think about this time when a guy honked at me on the highway because he was mad about me like merging in, but I had the right of way, and they were trying to force their way to merge in, and he honked at me. I still think about that. Still think about that. It's just the regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people.
Of course, sir.
That's when the knife comes out. She doesn't know what else to say. This is like me interacting with people in real life, honestly. Oh man. Yeah, you gotta burn those worst memories deep into permanent storage. Most of the time I don't think about them, to be honest, but I still like can remember them in times like this though, when I'm like, oh yeah, what were those awkward times? Like, yeah. You can stop calling me sir. I am but a working man. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. I wouldn't say all romance books are like that, but I don't know. I don't actually read too many. I know some of them are about forks and cutlery that fall in love, because you all chat told me about those ones. Didn't know.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man.
There you
It's
go.
about man and lady business, sir.
Ah, I got you, man and lady business. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? How about this? I'll let you guys vote on this one just because I have no idea. So we have the options of, so get ready because I'm gonna like post the so you can vote. So we have number 1, what about a poor man getting a rich lady? Number 2, what about when both of the men are bad? Number 3, what about when everyone is poor? Number 4, what about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? And number 5, that's enough romance for me. I had other questions. So here we go. Cast your votes. Hopefully you guys get enough time. Finishing the game next year. Look, I'm trying. We're almost done talking to Annette. Maybe. You clicked the wrong one. Wendy, which one did you want to click for? Randy, you want a Neko-san? You got a Reko-san. You want Reko-san. You wanted what about when both the men are bad? Well, it still would have been 25, but or not, because that's not how math works, but this one still would have won. So what about the book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Wow, we're depressing. Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb. I'll say okay.
Sometimes they break up for a little while, but then they always get back together.
There we go. See, a couple of you wanted number 2, so I'll do number 2 then. What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
So bad mans are a no-go for Annette. Yeah, ever heard of Edgar Allan Poe? For reminds you of a quote you heard the other day. If a horse playing is the same as a monkey's business, if you play like a horse, you'll never have to work a day in your life. I guess because you're not working, it's not a business, it's not working. Yeah. My brain like melted for a second. I think I follow. You want to read a bad versus bad story. What makes them bad? Which one is worse? Are they even bad? Yeah, what if they're not bad in the all at the end? I wrote a story one time. I wrote a book. It's published. It's called Evergreen. You can find it on Amazon. But the whole thing, like when I wrote that book, was I wanted to challenge myself to write a novel, first of all. But I also wanted to write a novel where none of the characters are good. Like, I wanted to write a novel where, like, everyone was basically bad, but it was just, like, the circumstances that things were framed in that maybe made certain people seem better than others. But at the end of the day, like, they were all not good people. Maybe that's why it wasn't a good success. Man, I'm getting Siri at least is on it today. Siri is blocking a lot of these best viewers, cheap viewers. But yeah, we got a lot of those so far today. Siri's working overtime. Yeah, Demet's read it. One of the few. But yeah, that was like one of my goals, was like all these, and actually the two like kind of like opposing, well, I don't know if they're opposing, but like two of the main characters are essentially have the same motive but are acting like for different aims. Like they have like the same kind of like compass, but like they're acting for different aims. So you're reading it at present, Wendy? Ooh, I didn't know that. The other's bad. Yeah, which one's the real baddie? Which one's the bigger baddie? It's me. I'm him. It's me. I'm him. No, yeah, like no, none of them really have a good compass. Yeah, that's one where I look back on it and I'm just like, man, I wish I would have I was just in such a hurry to like get it published and like finish it. Which sounds crazy because I still like took me like a year and a half, I think. But I whenever I try to reread it, I'm like, this is terrible. And I see all the things I wish I could change and like whatever. But when you're like dealing with it, and Wendy, you probably know this too, as like a fellow writer, published author, it's like you sit there with it for so long that you kind of like aren't able to approach it like from outside anymore. Like you just get so used to reading the things that you're just like, yeah, whatever. But then when you come back to it and read it like a little bit later, you're like, oh, what the fuck, why didn't I write this? This is a perfect spot where I could have like written this like description, or I should have like played this up more. But at the time you just like, you're just so like inundated with it, you can't really see that. Oh yeah, this guy, I don't think our main character in this has any sort of compass. He's wrecked. He's on the rebound from a real bad breakup, we think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, is like the editing never ceases. The editing is just, I don't know like how people, I totally get it when people say stuff like, oh, I never go, like when actors are like, oh, I never watch my own work, or like I never read my own stuff. I get it, because it's like you just like, you're critiquing the whole time. But I should write your biography and memoirs. All right, but only if I can just like embellish. If I don't know the facts, I'll just make them up. You feel called in, it's not even about you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Getaway Tiger. I mean, Wendy, that's kind of like what ended up happening to me. I had a friend who was just like, you need to find... I always wrote for the desk drawer, and I had a friend that was like... And I actually like thanked them, I think, in the beginning of that book, because they really, really pushed me. Ow! How's it going? Al Knightley. I always say Al Knightley. I know I'm not the only person that messes that up, though. But hello, Crooked. Good to see you. Jogger 987. Good to see you too. But how's it hanging? What were you playing? I was lurking, but lurking while streaming. Mac, playing with fire, Mac. But welcome. My stream deck is not currently working, so let me manually switch over to my raid screen. But hello. I'm Revachol. I am currently doing a cosplay, so I mean, you can pretend I always look like this too. That's fine too, as well. But this is currently a cosplay of Lieutenant Kim, who, if you're not aware, Lieutenant Kim is a character in the game we are playing right now, which is Disco Elysium. Because we are celebrating oh my god, so many raids. Wow! Hello, Actor Pat. Welcome in as well. Hello, friends. Hello, people. Jeez. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Autumn Leaf, as well. Max, like, too many people. Look. Circa's like, yeah. Everyone, raid. Oh, was there another Circa that I missed? Oh, no. Kate Evolution? Cat Evolution? Did I miss that? Was that an attempt and it got, like, sucked into a black hole somewhere? Oh, he raided into a black hole. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about that. I hope all those people survive. But hello. Actress Patorius, our favorite actor, our favorite Pat. But welcome in and thank you for that follow, Autumn Leaf. Good to see you too. We love a double raid here. Makes it mean that I only have to do this one time. But hello, raiders. I am Revachol. I am currently cosplaying as Lieutenant Kim, who is a character in the video game we're playing right now. But October, I'm going to be doing a couple cosplays, so that's something. I mean, I enjoy them, so we do them. I am originally from the US, but I'm currently living in Tokyo, Japan, and I tend to play a lot of crafting survival games, but as Circa mentioned earlier today, I do play other stuff, and today is one of those other stuff. We were playing Disco Elysium because I promised my chat we would if I reached 1,000 followers, which we did, and we're actually doing, it's over there, the second day of that celebration. So it was a 2-day celebration. We have already hit our goals, so don't by any means feel obligated to like have to contribute to that. But if you just are feeling super spicy and you want to, feel free. I'm not gonna like stop you. But we will also be doing later today. I'll be drinking some pistachio pilk, which I'm just now seeing. Did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. Which is pilk is Pepsi with milk, but I'm gonna drink pistachio milk with Pepsi just because I wanted something truly terrible. Thank you for the posture check, Fairy B. If you want a letter, Fairy B, let me know because I'll try to form a letter like A or whatever. But yeah, but any gifted subs, we're also like, I'm eating Japanese treats and doing various exercises, and you might get your name on this pot here that we've got pretty filled up because people were heckin' generous. But if you want to join the community, we'd love to have you here. Tends to be all over the place, a little bit chaotic, but I know a lot of people also, this time zone is pretty late for many of you, so if you need to go get some sleep, I did try to turn down some of these alerts because I know they were getting kind of loud. Legends, you get your name on the flower pot. Legends, were you already on the flower pot? I feel like you already were. What color do you want, Legends? We have light blue, medium blue, which is just regular blue, and black. But how was the stream key Final Fantasy, right, Pat? It's the one you got the key for, right? So if you guys don't know actor Pat, so first of all, Al is awesome. The first person who rated in, Al's awesome. I met Al through Crooked, another amazing streamer. But Al, you've been playing a lot with like Crooked lately, but doing things like Helldivers. What's that one called? Descendants? Is that the right name for it? But very, very great. Like, you're kind of a newer streamer too, if I remember right, but doesn't act like that. Like, all these people are like, I forget your newer streamers. Remnant 2, right. Thank you. But yeah, go check out Al. Pat is a legend amongst us all. Hey, Silver Meadow Tavern. Pat is the one who organizes a lot of the medium blue, got it, legends. The like raid trains that I was mentioning earlier, where I've met a lot of amazing people. You 100%ed Celeste today? All right, well, so okay, if anyone's expecting that sort of skill level here for gaming, I'm very sorry, and I will not blame you if you just like bail right now, because that's impressive. That's fucking impressive. I'm writing legends on here. But Pat is Zelda and Final Fantasy aficionado. Really, again, really talented player. Amazing, cozy voice. Like, definitely somebody that you can just... I've definitely had times where I've just put Pat on in the background while I'm working and just listen to... It's very chill, calm stream. I try to emulate that calmness, but I feel like it doesn't always happen. Mr. Bart! Oh my god, all the cool people are coming in. Hey, Mr. Bart! Wow. Legends also, I want to point out, there you are, buddy. You met Silver Metal Tavern in person? Ooh. Wendy's hiding from, yeah, so many people. Oh my god. Mr. Bart, how are you doing? If you guys want to see THICC thick, if you guys want to see a really talented streamer that also has like an amazing singing voice, look no further than Mr. Bart. Mr. Bart would be fantastic. What are you playing today? You play, Mr. Bart plays like lots of stuff. I've seen you play things like JRPGs, Disco Elysium, but hey, Prince Marth as well, welcome in. But yeah, Raiders, I'm Rusaka, variety streamer, play a lot of crafting survival, but today we're playing Disco Elysium. This is a Lieutenant Kim cosplay, which is a character in the game, and we'll hop back into it. I have ads coming up in a bit, but I'm gonna snooze them just so we can hang out a little bit before you guys all get murdered with ads right away. And unfortunately my stream element for some reason is... Oh, I'm just kidding. I apparently just decided to run the ads. I'm so sorry. I swear I hit snooze. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Hang on, guys. We'll be back. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. But I have to... I'm a little flustered because my stream deck is broken right now for some reason. It's just not working this stream, so I'm having to switch things manually. Yeah, into the ads black hole. My apologies. That's unfortunate. Oh, thank you, Randy, for the 100 bits. That got us another hype train. Out of control here. Out of control. So many raids, so much generosity. Hey, Bumbles! Doesn't know. Bumbles, I searched for I think I found the picture on Circa's Discord. That was the one that we were talking about earlier today. I spent a long time searching though. This Silver Metal Tavern, this is Disco Elysium. So I'm currently cosplaying as Lieutenant Kim, which I know the cosplay isn't great, but He's the fellow that's like directly below me on the right side of the screen. Yeah, embrace the chaos. But this is a very like quirky, very like erudite, cerebral sort of game. Thank you for the follow, Lemonade Sweet Salty. You get who Lieutenant Kim is. Circa. I've said it like 10 times. Oh, Circa, I love you. To be fair, it's like really late for you. But you are pretty girly. I mean, I don't know what you look like as a man, but I assume also you look good as a man. So I don't know. It makes me want to try it. I want to see what I look like as a man. Is that a weird thing to say? But I'm just kind of curious. You were wondering if Kim Possible. Yeah, no. Well, maybe. But yeah, so Lieutenant Kim is the fellow right here. This is who we're playing as, though, like the one on the left side. We don't currently have a name. I know what his name is because I've looked it up by accident. But I think it gets revealed later in the game. So until then, I'll just call him like protagonist or like redacted. But this game, like, it's a very much like it's you got skill checks and things to do actions, so it's a heady one. But the writing is brilliant. It's got great voice acting. Wendy does an amazing Kim Possible cosplay. It's so true. You have a beard and you're built like a refrigerator. That face swap was. I didn't see any hint of a beard in that girl. How did that work? Could I pull off a beard? I think I could pull off maybe a mustache. Maybe. Oh yeah, if I had a mustache like that, come on. Like just imagine me with like a big pint of beer and that mustache. Just getting all the beer foam. And mutton chops? Oh, I don't know if I like that look. I don't know if I like the mutton chops look. Yeah, this is the construction company look. No, this is like the pizzeria look when it flips up like that. This is the like, we need to like, your roof is 10 years old. It's time to get it re-shingled. Or 80s cop, yeah, that too. That would be a pretty good one. But Raiders, now that you're back from the ad break, I'm so sorry about that. I meant to hit snooze and I hit play. I'm not a good streamer. But please, if you need an actor pat, Al, this goes for you guys too. I know you probably just got done streaming. You're probably tired, hungry, thirsty, need to take a break. By all means, feel free to raid and run if you need to. But if you're wanting to hang out and lurk, or participate, happy to have you as well, but be sure to take care of yourselves first. That's number one priority. But thank you again for trusting your teams here. Mr. Bart, that goes for you too. Mr. Bart, you're a night owl, but you gotta take care of yourself too. I bet you were looking really dashing and charming today too. Mr. Bart is always like wearing like the like sweet ties, like real put together, classy. And every time I compliment Mr. Bart's like, oh, this is normal, this is fine. Like, I'm just gonna plays it off like it's nothing. And I'm like, dude, you look sharp. Like, you're so humble, Mr. Bart. Right, part-time police officer, like also a roofer. So it's like, I don't know, it's like, I'm here to check your tuck pointing. Also though, I noticed that there's been a uptick in crime in this neighborhood lately. So I'm here to, it does look like Sabotage. I was just thinking that too to me. I was like, I look like the guy in the Beastie Boys Sabotage video.